Excuse my appearance, it's my day off, but 2025 is already a hell of a year for archaeological discoveries. So in the Netherlands, they believe that they have found basically a cult site. Dated to about the 6th century with a bunch of circular posts, and they found animal remains and a decent amount of coins and stuff like that. They believe this was mostly a way for the elites to just show their status because of the amount of valuables and the exact quality of the animal remains in most similar expressions of that. In Portugal, they believe that they found evidence of the cultural use of cheek piercings known as lebrets, made of either wood or leather, and it seems to be of cultural significance as many of the graves with evidence for these cheek piercings, these suggested cheek piercings, I should say, many of them are indeed children, and a lot of the older ones do seem to be teeth that have adapted to having such a piercing. They found yet another runestone, or collection of them rather, in Norway. Now, these runestones seem to be from various different time periods. Some of them are Elder Futhark, many of the later ones are obviously younger, so we get to see a little bit of how the written language was used. Many of the runes are described as squiggles, and it's unknown if they were decorative or some unknown, runic usage. Scholars and just in general other teams are really excited about how well preserved it all seems to be. In Dijon, France, they believe that they found a Gallo-Roman burial site. While damaged by both modern and just generational agricultural activity, a lot can be gleaned from this. It seems to primarily be a child necropolis, although some adults have been found. Many double burial sites, which is relatively rare for the region. Some people were also buried in coffins, many of them in a seated position, which seems to be of cultural importance that doesn't necessarily seem to be stated in any of the articles. Despite the non-uniformity of how they were buried, they all do seem to be in organized rows facing west. University of Denmark has been examining bones that were used in Russia for a Neolithic site, has discovered that they were made from woolly mammoth bone. It's also believed that we have found evidence of Neolithic Scandinavian religion in the form of what they're describing as sunstones being sacrificed to either the land or something after extreme volcanic activity and the return of, the sun. This being interesting because they do believe that this is evidence of roughly about the time period of right before they stopped using sacrificial ditches for the more circular cult spaces as mentioned earlier. More bodies were even found in France. Men, possibly warriors, found with traces of painted coffins and 21 curse tablets, all placed in a row situated along a wall. The tablets themselves are primarily written in Latin, however, certain Gaulish words are also in the translation. Wild year already!